I've been the program director for the CMN Hospitals program at Vanderbilt Children's Hospital since just a little less than 10 years. And so I oversee all of the corporate fundraising and fundraising with the programs for CMN. Yeah, you know what? I tell people this often, that this job has absolutely reinforced my belief in humanity because we've got such generous corporate partners and individuals, from high school students and college students to gamers to the individuals that work in the retail stores, that take on fundraising on top of their already busy jobs and lives, and they do it with a smile on their face because they know the cause for children, and they want to help. And there's not every job that would allow you to see the care and compassion and passion of humanity like this one does. I didn't always know that I wanted to work for and with children, but I worked in the hospitality industry for 35 years, my first career, and one of the properties that I worked for, the Gaylord Opryland Resort, they did a lot of volunteering and fundraising for community, and I was always involved. I was participating, in those things. And then the last 5 years of my career there, I actually led those efforts, and raising money for the Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt was one of the causes. And so I really loved that, but wasn't thinking at the time like I want to go work for them. But the opportunity came up, and as I started working in this role that I have now for the Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, I remembered my beginning. And when I was born, more than 30 years ago, but when I was born, neither of my hip sockets were developed, and I can't remember what that's called, but I was put in a full body cast for like the first 6 months of my life, and then had to wear braces on my legs for about the next 3 years, and shoes that had a bar in between them when I went to sleep. And so I see pictures of that. I don't remember that, but see pictures of that. And then had to wear corrective shoes, which my sisters called granny shoes because they kind of looked like big bulky shoes, until I was in 5th grade. And I remember my mom telling me that she was being told at that time that there was a possibility that I would never walk, or that I would have problems when I walk. And I ran hurdles, not just track, but hurdles in high school. So I don't have any ill effects for that. And I think a lot of that is because they caught it early, treated it early. And so I, again, don't remember much of that other than kind of the corrective shoes. I think about that as I raise awareness and funds for children's cause now. Well, I love my special Aflac duck, and we were very fortunate to be able to do one of the launch events at our hospital a few years ago, and so I got to learn a lot more about it and got to hold it and put the coins in or tokens, in, and see how it worked, and see how our child life specialists and some of our patients at that time interacted with it, and they loved it. And we have heard from our child life specialist about how what a great tool this is as they are interacting with the patients in the hospital setting, whether it's inpatient or outpatient setting. But we also hear from the parents who have this at home that talk about, like, not every child is going to tell you what they feel and tell you what they think, or even have the ability to do that based on how old they are. And this special Aflac duck gives them the ability through the use of the tokens and things like that, that the parents or the child life team can kind of say, oh, your duck is angry today. Tell me a little bit more about that. And sometimes it's not the way that child is feeling, but sometimes it is. And so it just gives them an opportunity to have that conversation and to kind of delve in deeper to that child's emotions at the time through the use of, they're not having to necessarily make it completely personal. This is how I feel, but this is how my duck is feeling, and to be able to talk to it in that manner. Our hematology and oncology patients come to the same floor and to the same infusion clinic area for their treatments on an outpatient basis. So I think we've been very excited and have seen the use of the My Special Aflac duck for our oncology patients. And so I know that our team will be really excited about a use that is specific to our hematology patients that y'all are working on. And specifically, I like the dancing duck. That's when he's happy. But I do like, first of all, I like that he's so cute and the kids want to hold them. And I mean, I can't help but, like pet him, down his back and things like that. But he's cuddly, but he's also just a real tool for these children who are going through a real trauma in their lives and often can't even process that. And so to be able to process it through something like the My Special Aflac duck, I just think it's brilliant. And I think, we've just been able to see our families, our parents have just talked about like what a great thing this has been in their homes, and to be able to kind of help their children process their emotions as they're going through it. Yeah, I think one of the things may sound almost trivial, but the ease in ordering the My Special Aflac ducks for patients could not be any easier. I mean, you literally just tell Aflac how many they want and they come to you, And so some hospitals may have storage capabilities more than others, but you all provide an opportunity for just kind of that just-in-time ordering process, and it's not cumbersome, and it's, like once you're set up, then you're just saying how many that you need, and they send, the ducks to you at no cost. I mean, and all of us know that our children's hospitals are nonprofit facilities. Every dollar matters and has to be justified. And so to have a tool like this that is not just free, but useful and free, it's just mind-boggling. It's really a great thing that Aflac is doing.